Hi guys, it's that time again. Which is better? And it will be an hypocrisy special. So if you're into death metal then or just curious, then this video is definitely for you. And the two albums we're going to be looking at are Penetralia and Osculum Obscenum. Let's get into this. So looking at Penetralia, it is without a doubt their most brutal album along with their following album, Osculum Obscenum. One thing you'll notice with Penetralia from the moment you start listening to the first track is that this is brutal. It's got some of the heaviest drumming you'll ever hear, and the drums are massive. Blast beats upon blast beats will fill this album. Opening track, Impotent God, starts the album amazingly and with total intensity, and this is kept up but until the last second of the last track. Peter's riffing is, as we can expect from him, genius. And as I said before, Lars' drumming is incredibly powerful. I can safely say this is probably his best performance with Hypocrisy. Mikael Hedlund does an awesome job when it comes to the bass. And it's even more amazing when you realise that he was only 16 at the time. And as you can imagine, the bass is quite heavy throughout the album. Let's mention Massey's vocals here. He did do an incredible job both here and on the following album, and he's definitely a good vocalist. He sounds very good, very brutal, on this album. With a lower voice than Peter, even though I think Peter is probably a better vocalist by a long shot. Some of the tracks that do stand out on this album are, like I said, Impotent God, Suffering Souls, To Escape Is to Die, and God Is a Lie, and even Left to Rot. And let's not forget the crowning achievement of the album, the title track. It's probably the only track to include vocals by Peter, and it's definitely incredible. It has that melodic keyboard intro which might seem out of place to begin with, but it fits in perfectly with the track, and it's very reminiscent of the band's later work, especially The Fourth Dimension. The album is incredible. It has that evil atmosphere. It's essential to any serious death metal fan. It's even essential if you're just passing by and want to have a glance at death metal. Listen to it at all costs. Here's going to look at Osculum Obscenum. Hypocrisy play an intense combination of harsh, dark death metal and a sense of hate-filled, sometimes slightly melody-laced black metal. The songs have a somewhat less epic feel to them than most of their albums, and I hold this in high regard. But it flows so perfectly that it's difficult to believe that this standard is possible. What is some of the factors to take into consideration here are the great riffing and natural flow that makes you even feel giddy just listening to this. Once again, the bass work is incredible, and bear in mind there's a fretless bass here, and the bassist knows how to play. The part about it is how audible the bass is at the time as well, and it even carries the music alongside the two guitarists. Anytime it feels like pure art blasphemy. The other factor to bear in mind is the crushing vocals of Massey Bromberg, and you probably know him from Dark Funeral. He beats the hell out of 90% of death metal vocalists that, like the red-headed stepchildren that they were, pun intended. Never have I heard such ridiculously evil growls and screeches that come across so coherently and just so well that I must be cussing like a sailor, like Vice on these. Another way to describe his vocals is as if Satan was narrating the Revelations book in the Bible. That's pretty much how he sounds. And the drums. They're excellent as everything else on the album. Fast, technical, and powerful. The production is also amped up and skull-crushing as the vocals. And that's no comparison here. It's hard to find a bad song on the album. Even their cover of Venom's black metal sounds incredible as well. Overall, this is an absolute must for any fan of death metal. I hold it in high regard, and it's up there with albums such as My Dying Bride's Turn Loose the Swans. You won't be bored listening to this album. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think about what the better album was in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.